how many people out there are going through this situation or going through problems, challenges, but can't actually talk about it. Can't pick up a phone and call a brother or sister and be like, do you know what, like today's this and that, and not feel judged, not feel like, okay, they're gonna say you're not Christian enough, or you're probably, you're doing some bad stuff, that's why all these things are happening to you. So I just thought, I think we need a show. I think we need a program where people will come together and just have a chat, have a real conversation, honest conversation about life situations and how we're dealing with it. Because when you talk about it, I will be inspired. Even if I don't know how I'm dealing with it, maybe by listening to yours, I will be inspired to take action.
The three of us, we come from a place of we are not experts. We do not know it all. We are just finding our way through life and trying to encourage each other on that walk, and that's all we can do.
So much of conversation is, your body language, and when you're not really getting that, you're not really, almost the opportunity to open up and get into deep things is not really there. And so when I think about what I want to do with this, it's to create a space where I can be really open and honest and share those deep things, and then hopefully along the way of being honest, that someone will be able to hear that and listen and be encouraged and be inspired and be motivated. What about you, Sarah?
Oh, completely. I'm so with you as well. Like, it's that whole idea of creating a space of it just being non-judgmental. I mean, in my life, and I know that in both of your lives as well, like we've all been through seasons where we've slipped away. And for me, I had years of being the complete opposite of a Christian, basically. I completely turned my back to God, away from the church. I had this whole like crazy party lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. And so I remember like the first time I stepped into my current church thinking, oh, I'm going to list off like all the different things that I've done and I'm currently doing just to see like what reaction I'm going to get out of the pastor. And so I went up to our pastor, Pastor Dave, or rather he came to me and we had a little chat, and I went to him with my list of different things. And one of the things that really struck me in that moment was that he didn't judge me. He just said, like, he came towards me in such a way that he showed that he understood me. He didn't necessarily agree with my lifestyle, but he understood where I was. And so in that moment, he wasn't agreeing with me, but he also wasn't accusing me and trying to make me feel bad about myself. And so I guess for me, when it comes to reflecting love, it's about that balance, finding that balance of, the devil is the accuser, and love doesn't come out of accusations, it comes out of conviction. And so in my journey over the last 2 years of being a kind of born again Christian has been finding that way of just realizing, okay, yeah, there are some changes that I need to make and some shifts that I need to make, but first and foremost, the most important thing for me is to understand God's love. Because how can I reflect something that I don't understand?
100%.
Yeah.